Hello everyone, this is Saurabh Pant and today I'll be talking to the NEET aspirants of 2020. Already in my previous video I've discussed about how we can utilize this time given to us in our advantage in depth, but today my concern is a little different. I'll firstly start by asking you a simple question. If you're seeing this video on the day I'm uploading it, or maybe 1 day, 2 days later, that means the minimum amount of time which is left with you as per the previous actual date for the NEET examination is only 2 days. Today is April 30 when I'm uploading this video. Maybe some of you will see the video after May 3rd also. But do you realize that you were supposed to write one of the most important examinations of your life within the next 2 days? The national level NEET examination was supposed to be conducted within the next 2 days from today onwards when I have uploaded this video. Question is, are you prepared for this examination yet? If the NEET exam was supposed to happen on May 3rd, are you prepared for that examination at this point of time? And I know the answer, because most of you are not prepared up to the level you expected yourself to reach. Taking in a very simple, broader perspective, this was the level of preparation that you could have done yourself. You know it very well. This was the level of preparation if NEET exam was not shifted. Because it got shifted, most of you got lethargic. In fact, almost everyone got lethargic and the preparation level dropped down. That's why not even a single person at this point of time who is seeing this video is prepared for the NEET examination. Sir, how can you be so confident? If you were prepared for this NEET examination, you won't be opening this video at the first place. You are searching for something, some hope that, sir, what has to be done? We don't understand what we are going, where are we going? So firstly, I will give you one clear-cut idea. You are going without deadline. You have no destination, you have no direction right now, and you know physics very well. But yeah, you have to be the vector quantity, you cannot be the scalar quantity at this preparation time. So first thing we have to understand that we are going much below our study capacity, because otherwise by today many of you were prepared for the NEET examination. You were supposed to be prepared for NEET exam that you were supposed to write after 2 days. So understand this thing, why and how it happened. So dekho yaar, there is a problem that I really feel bad about, and that's how the life is. The problem is, or most of the life that we are going to live, the direction of our life that is going to come now is decided in this phase of our life, which is the most deviated phase. Our teenage, because of the hormones and everything else going around us, we are seeing the new things. We are so much deviated, and at this point only, at this point, whatever you do, that decides your future. After 10 years, what you will do, after 20 years, what you will do, everything depends upon this small phase at this point of time. And we are least concerned at this point of time about everything else. We know what we are doing and we know what implications we could have, but what can be done here? That's how the teenage is. I understand very well there is a lot of deviations at this age, but success will come for those people who control themselves. So understand, at this point of time, let us divide the students into 2 major groups right now. So I'll be telling you some ideas about positive result and the negative result. Sir, what is positive result? Positive result means result more than what you actually have expected previously, or equal to what you have expected or what you actually deserved. Negative result means getting lesser than what you actually deserve. Because for some people, failure is not getting selected. But understand, there are still some people, for them, failure is not getting selected, failure is getting lesser rank than what they deserved. If someone deserved a AIR in top 10 or top 100 and he end up getting around 8,000, 9,000, he will get the college or she will get the college, but they will have a kind of a guilt for their entire life ki yaar, I deserved more. My mental level is better than the people with whom I'm studying in my MBBS college. So yes, success and failure have different definitions for different people. So we are going to discuss positive result people and negative result people right now. And I'm just give you a very clear-cut guideline, like clear-cut idea that how you can demarcate yourself. You identify yourself which category you lie in. So bhaiya dekho yaar, first point of difference, I'm just going to teach you like I teach in the NEET examination, for the NEET examination. First thing, if you are worried about the NEET dates, ki sir, when NEET is going to happen, sir, please give us some idea, you are in the negative result zone. I repeat, if you are worried about the NEET dates, when the NEET is going to happen, you are in the negative result zone. Then sir, who are in the positive result zone? Those people who are worried about their weak topics right now, they don't care when the NEET is going to happen, because NEET is going to happen. Someday the exam will be conducted. Someday those weak topics are also going to come. And energy and time is always conserved. You put it somewhere else, so you will obviously be wasting it there, because you will not be having the leftover energy, leftover time to think about the actual things those matters. So if you're thinking about the NEET result, you're in the negative zone. NEET dates, you're in the negative zone. But if you're thinking about the weak topics right now, okay, this topic is weak now, I'm going to prepare this now, then you're in the positive zone. Second point of difference, your time and focus. Understand, there are two things. One is focus, what your mind is thinking, and the other is time. They are all interconnected. Wherever you focus more, you will invest your time also more. So if your time and your focus is more into gossipings, so which gossiping, sir? Gossiping can be talking about someone's back. That's a very normal gossiping. But major gossiping going on right now is that when the NEET will happen, how the NEET will happen, will the level increase, will the level decrease, all this kind of gossiping. There is no problem in thinking about it. The problem is when you start discussing with each other and you start wasting your time and the time of your friend as well, so-called friend. Whereas these people are of negative result section. Then who are the positive result? Whose time and focus are on the studies right now. They don't worry about ki bhaiya when the NEET is going to happen or how the level of NEET is going to be. They just worry about the time, the studies. Third thing, very, very important at this point of time, it's one of the major difference you will understand. If you are more than 50% dependent on internet and WhatsApp for your academics, for clearance of doubt, for understanding the topic, if you are more than 50% dependent upon the internet and the WhatsApp, you are 100% in the negative zone. Sir, why, sir? Is it anything wrong? It is wrong for those people who did the offline coaching. Arey, ek cheez batao yaar. On May 3rd, you are about to write the NEET examination, है ना? And you are learning in the end of April from the online lectures. Now you let me know this thing, if more than 50% you are gaining from there, that means the whole year you have studied a big zero. And there is an illusion. People think ki bhaiya, seeing the online lecture, I am learning more. Bhaiya, teacher was standing right in front of you. He came to the class in person, you talked to the same teacher. At that time you did not understand. So bhaiya, wonderful things do not happen online suddenly. Online is a good mode of studies, but if you are using it more than 50% for clearance of your doubt and for reading understanding a topic, that means you are not focusing upon the asset that you got in 8-9 months. Bhaiya, your teacher, you together, you worked for hours, hundreds of hours together to make the notes. And if you are investing more than 50% of time for going online, bhai sahab, what was the use of making the notes at the first place? Why your teacher taught you so much? Why did you make the notes at the first page? Why you invested so much of time reading it at the first place? Finally, you have to see from the online video lectures only. So that you have to understand, because time is limited. You give more time for the online education than offline notes. Those who are reading online from beginning itself, they are not joining any coaching institute, they can carry on in that way. But you are trained for offline module, and not for 1 year. For at least 10 to 15 years you have been trained for offline module. All of a sudden you will not become the online geeks. So understand this idea. More than 50% time is going on WhatsApp and internet. That means your notes are not completed. Complete your notes first. Yes, internet, WhatsApp is important. I'll come to that point also at the last, but how? Understand that also. What about the positive result people? They are independent. They are not dependent upon anyone for their studies, and they are more independent. They are investing lesser and lesser time on the online education. They are asking the doubts, but they are just asking the doubt from their faculties, whosoever is allotted to them, and then they are going to the studies back. They see the videos. It's not like they don't see the video. Positive result people, they see the video, but they are very specific. Sir, my environmental chemistry is weak. I did not read it. It's one of my weak topic. I saw it from the video. Now I got it. Over. My coordination compound, one small topic of isomers is weak. I saw it from the video. Going ahead. But if you are learning more than 50% of each topic from the videos, that means your notes are not completed, because no one can be weak in all the topics. Final point. And this is the most easiest point to identify if you are in negative result zone or positive result zone. Simple, clear-cut mirror you will be able to see. If your online time is more than 3 hours, if your online time is more than 3 hours a day, bhaiya, negative result I can give you in writing, certificate I can send at your home, negative result will come. It's impossible to get the selection done with more than 3 hours of a time online. And if you have less than 1.5 hours a day time, less than 1.5 hours a day you're investing online for clarifying your doubts or seeing the videos and all, in that case you'll be getting a positive result. And again, it's an average. So some days you'll be seeing the videos. For example, for one day you saw biomolecular environmental chemistry video. Second day is the break. At that point of time, you cannot invest any time online. You have to read your notes first. You have to read the NCERT first. So on an average, for example, you saw 3 hours video, 4 hours video on one day. The next 2 days, obviously, you have to firstly grab those things, absorb those things, understand those things. Because seeing the video, it's not a movie going on. You don't have to know the storyline. You have to know the in-depth knowledge. So you have to absorb that thing. So understand, after seeing the video, it takes 1-2 days to absorb all those information. And if that you are not doing, obviously you are investing more time online. So you are seeing a lot of things, but not preparing for anything for the NEET examination. So if you are lying in the negative result zone, very simple thing I told, worried about the NEET date, time and focus on the gossiping, more dependent upon the online education and WhatsApp, more than 50% dependent, and online time is more than 3 hours a day. If you are any of this thing, any of this trait is there right now, immediately change it. Because if you change your attitude, guarantee I'm giving you result will get changed. Because I know each and everyone who is seeing this video, they want a good result. You just don't know how. So what happens when you follow the wrong path, even if your efforts is more than others, the destination will always be wrong, na yaar? So the path is very important. More than efforts, which direction you are putting in the efforts are more important. So this part is the first part you have to focus upon. Okay, bhai? So you have to be firstly in the positive result zone. Second thing, understand that energy and time is limited. So what happens at this point of time, what happens? You have to focus your energy and time in something which matters, that is your academics. So if you are more worried about like where you can waste the time in, I'll tell you, online, on Facebook, Twitter, television, web surfing, YouTube videos. What happens when you see one video and you switch off the YouTube and get over? Very good. You have to follow that timetable also. Very good. No problem. But when you start seeing the suggestions given in the YouTube, the problem is your age. Understand, it's not your problem. When you will grow up, you will understand how much time you wasted. But at this point of time, when new suggestion will come, you will not be able to stop yourself. You will think maybe something new is there in this new video. And finally, after seeing half an hour, 45 minutes, even if you learn one thing new, was it worth it? Was it worth half an hour, 45 minutes? Whereas, just see one video, whosoever the video you are seeing, just see one video. Video lecture is given to you by Sri Chaitanya. Video lectures are given to you by the faculties. See that video. Khatam, get over, start reading properly then. So understand, at this point of time, energy and time is conserved. What usually happens, that you start investing some time for the recreational activity, let's say on Instagram. Let's take one example. On Instagram, you started liking some pages, uploading some images. What will happen? After half an hour, 45 minutes, you will have no trace of time, because these things are very addictive here. And at your age, much more addictive. So what will happen? You will waste a lot of time. And by the time you come out from that zone, your mind is already tired. So by the time you come to the actual part which matters, by the time you start studying, your mind is so tired that you will not understand a single word. Then what will happen? You will have thousands of doubt. Then for posting that doubt, you will again go online. And when you go online again, you will get new deviations, and this vicious circle will keep on going. So understand, you have to restrict your online time completely, which brings me to the second point. Second point is that when you have a recreational break, there is no problem in taking a 5, 10, 15 minutes, half an hour break. Always, and I follow this. I also follow this and I love this method. If you are going for a break, decide the break time, put the alarm. Put the alarm 5 minutes prior. Okay, bhai? Just like you put the alarm for waking up. I always do that. For example, I take a break from 5:30 to 6 in the evening. When I take the break from 5:30 to 6 in the evening, there is an alarm for 5:30 also, and there is an alarm for 6 o'clock also. So as soon as 5:30 alarm rings in the evening, I'll go for my tea break. No mobile touching at that time, nothing I do. I just enjoy, I just relax, my mind calms down. 6 o'clock, as soon as the alarm for 5:55 p.m. will go, I understand ki bhaiya, now my mind has to become ready for the studies. So what will happen? I will not be lost in the beauty of the nature for more than half an hour. But I got the relaxation also. Moreover, at around 3:30 and 4, when my mind is totally exhausted, it has some hope कि नहीं यार, at 5:30 break will come. I have a very nicely arranged break. So what happens when the mind start getting little bit exhausted, it gets a hope कि नहीं यार, break is about to come. So what happens there? Your mind start functioning better. I hope you all know Maxwell distribution curve. So in the beginning, mind concentration will not be high. In the middle, the concentration will be very high. But in the later half, the concentration becomes again less. In that half, what motivates you? The break that you have planned. So plan your breaks well and keep an alarm to track. If you are surfing also, no problem. But when you are surfing, keep a 10 minutes prior alarm. So if your break is of 15 minutes, keep the alarm for 5 minutes. So in the last 10 minutes, stop surfing here. Because surfing eats a lot of your brain cells. And then what happens? You will not be able to focus upon the studies properly. So 10 minutes, just sit silent, relax. You are a living being. Enjoy the life. Relax a little bit. You don't need all these equipments and internet for the relaxation. And then when you get back to the study, you will get back more profoundly, more energetically. Two things are clear. Third thing, very important. I always tell my students, and follow this right now, prioritize your things. Make the priority list of your things. Which priorities should be given more, which should be given less is dependent upon you. Like for me, I have a very clear-cut priority list I have made. My family, then my teaching. After that, everything else comes. So as simple as that. If my profession is affecting my family relations, then I will firstly give the priority to the family relation. I will not care about the academics. But if my friends are coming to my home and I'm teaching at that point of time, I will say, bhaiya, tata, bye-bye friends. Friends are in the third priority or fourth priority. But bhaiya, my academics, my education comes in the second priority. Same way, you can also make a priority list. Because what happens at this age, you start deviating too much. So when you make a list and stick it somewhere and you are deviating, you will remember here in my list, this deviation comes on 4th and 5th and 6th priority. And the studies come in the second or first priority. So bhaiya, always invest your time in the more prior things. Because again, I repeat, time and energy is very limited. If you waste it somewhere else, it will get over and it will not be left for the things that matter. So the next important thing is set a deadline. So understand why you were not able to study up to your level. For the first question which I asked, sir, why up to May 3rd when the exam is there, when the exam was supposed to happen, then why are you not prepared up to April 30? Why you are not prepared up to May 1, May 2? Reason is very simple, there was no deadline. So I am giving you a hypothetical deadline, and completely with full heart and soul follow that deadline for the NEET examination. So the deadline for you people, for my students, the deadline is May 20. Imagine and just believe it from bottom of your heart that NEET exam is going to happen on May 20 and plan your studies as per that. That means if you are seeing this video on 30th of April, you have 20 days. Otherwise 18, 17, 16, how many days are left is up to you. But don't shift the deadline. Deadline is May 20 and you have to be prepared in any case scenario. You have to be prepared for NEET examination on May 20. Sir, is the NEET exam is going to happen at May 20? Please use some common sense. I am not coronavirus. I am not Narendra Modi ji. I will not be deciding when the NEET exam is there. No one is going to decide. There are thousands of videos on YouTube which is telling NEET exam can be on this day and that day. Believe me or not, they don't even have an iota of idea. Not even a single bit of idea when the NEET exam is going to happen. No one has the idea. So don't fall in that trap. So understand this, that you have a hypothetical deadline of May 20. By May 20, your topics has to get covered. How? I will tell you. Divide your topics in 3 parts. Good, average and bad. And you will be very easily able to demarcate that yourself. See the index of the chapter. Today itself you can try and write the list of good chapters, average chapters, bad chapters. What to do for good chapters? If you are good in any chapters, that means you have completed the Sri Chaitanya material already. I am talking to the Sri Chaitanya students right now, or whichever the institutes you are in. So, bhaiya, if you have completed the Sri Chaitanya material at the first time, then only you are good in that chapter. Now do some new material of some other institute. You can try that material. You will understand new languages of the same good topic. So the good topic will become better. Average topic, read the notes and do the previous year question bank. Only read the notes and do the previous year question bank for average chapters. So what about bad chapters? For bad chapters, just read the notes. Just only notes. No question bank, nothing. Just read the notes. All the questions in the notes, they will be enough. Now, this is up to May 20 you have to complete. You have only 20 days for it. So plan it properly. So good topics, new question bank, average topic, notes and previous year question bank. Bad topics, only notes. Do not do beyond that. Sir, this is very less. Exactly. This is very less and this is a doable assignment. This is possible to be done. And this is the best way of preparation right now. Which brings me to the last point. Always set a small target. Sir, why do we get deviated? Reason is very simple, because you think of too much future. You think about 2 months, 3 months later, 1 month later, after NEET exam, during NEET exam. You don't think about the today's target. So set a very small target. Set a 1 hour target, set a 2 hour target, set a per day target. For example, your target can be in the afternoon today, I will read morphology completely. In the afternoon today, I will read the human physiology completely. In the afternoon today, I will read the electrochemistry completely. In the afternoon today, I will read the alcohol phenol ether completely. In the afternoon today, I will read the mechanics complete. Mechanics to chalo, theek hai, very long. Let's say Newton's law of motion, I will read completely. Let us say in the afternoon, or in the evening, I will read now thermal property of matter completely. Understand, this way when you make a small target, you feel very happy after achieving it also. And again, if it is a good topic, new question bank you have to do. If it is an average topic, this way you have to follow. Notes and previous year you have to do, and for bad topic, only notes you have to do. So understand, small targets you have to set, and for 20 days, as soon as your target setting is done, start applying. Don't make plans every day. Make the plan once and then execute every day. And one very, very important thing finally I would like to say is that, I can understand this thing, that you might be very much like deviated at this point of time, ki sir, that much efficiency is not coming. Take it lightly. Take it lightly means that you understand the time you have is very important, but don't let it stress yourself. Sir, how is that possible? That is possible by positive thinking. So what is positive thinking? Imagine your best college, the college you want to get into. Let's say AIMS Delhi, let's say JIPMER, whichever the college you want to get into. Take an image of that college in your phone and make it your wallpaper. Every morning when you wake up, see that image and imagine yourself entering in that college, because believe my words, you surely can. You just need a proper orientation at this point of time, just a proper direction at this point of time. You all want to achieve that thing. You just need a proper frame of mind, proper focus and proper allotment of the time, whichever is left. So don't wait for any new deadline to come. May 20 is your hypothetical deadline. And finally, I would like to just recall one thing from the beginning of the lecture. In the first lecture, I'm talking to the long-term students at this point of time now. In the first lecture, I asked you one question. I will ask you again. So all those long-term people who are seeing this, I will ask you the question, why did you fail the last year examination? What exact day was the day when you lost it? Which exact day was the day that your preparation went bad? Or because of one day or one incident or 1 week, which exact incident happened because of which you lost the NEET seat? And until something very unfortunate happened, you very well know, you might be giving some excuses also. Some of the people at this age, they give excuses as well. Ki I entered the hall late, I got deviated. All those things are secondary. You at your heart, you know. Except for some people who are highly unlucky, or maybe lucky. Why lucky? Because this year they might get even a better college. But the real thing was, it never happened in a day. It never happened by one incident. Then sir, what happened? You know it very well. It was the integration of many bad decisions which compiled together, and then one failure came. Same way success also goes. Success also is the integration of all the good decisions you will take from today onwards. After seeing this video also, you will prioritize the things well, and the good decisions that you will take at every point of time, the integration of those small efforts, that will give you a big success. So there is no big day of change. It's not like tomorrow onwards, today onwards you will change. Nahi. Right now you will start changing. It's a slow process. It takes time. So you have to understand, for first 5-6 days, it will be a little tough on you to follow whatever I have said, even if you want to. But once you are determined for 6-7 days, I will follow, sir, whatever you will say, I will follow that by heart. Within 7th-8 days, within the 7th or 8th day, you will start getting a habit. And once that habit comes, to bhaiya, success is not very far behind them. So understand, as the failure did not come on a single day last year, it was because of many small mistakes that one big failure came. In the same way, Very small, good things compiled together, good decisions compiled together, resourcefulness combined together, time management compiled together, each and every day efforts, very small effort each day also. That small effort will be negligible for that day, but integrated together, those 30-40 day efforts, they compound together to form the big success. I wish you all the very best, but understand it's very easy to say and very tough to do. And you are doing a tougher job than me. So be very well determined. You have to become the best doctors in the future. And for that, you have to start thinking like a doctor today. And a doctor cannot deviate like this. So bhaiya, that is all from my side. So bhaiya, think, imagine, be positive, keep on thinking about your dream college and keep on reading every day. We are all with you. Don't worry, you are not alone in this battle at all. But again, the more you practice, the better you become. So keep on reading. That's all from my side from this way. And next, whenever the May 20 deadline is about to get over, then I will come with the next planning what to do. Maybe within 4 or 5 days I will upload, or maybe 10-20 days I will upload another set of video telling you about some topics of which you might be focusing upon, which you should be focusing upon. Sir, why you are not telling right now? Because if I tell you right now, you know what will happen? You will read only those topics. Then what will happen? If the prediction goes wrong, then your year will get spoiled. Na yaar. For me, it will be just an exception. For you, it will be the spoiling of year. So I want you to firstly focus completely up to May 20. Before that, around 5-10 days before that, I will tell you important topics, important questions also, point by point, so that you can get around 100 plus marks. Again, that's a prediction, 90-95% it will be correct, but there is a slight chance of 5% failure also. And I don't want you people to get failed this time. So work well, start working today, develop a habit. So whatever I tell you after 10-15 days, you'll be able to absorb and apply immediately. That's all. Thank you so much. Bye bye. All the best.